10.
10,000 people were admitted to Auschwitz I in October.
9.
9 days before the Soviets arrived at Auschwitz, the Germans marched tens of thousands of prisoners out of the camp towards Władysław.
8. 80% of homosexual men who were sent to Auschwitz were murdered.
7. 7,000 staff at Auschwitz, only 750 were ever punished.
6.
1 of every 6 Jews killed in the Holocaust was killed at Auschwitz.
5.
550 prisoners were stuffed into each barrack.
4.
144 prisoners are known to have escaped from Auschwitz successfully.
3.
3 months was life expectancy of anyone at Auschwitz III.
2.
27th of January 1945, the prisoners remaining in the camp were liberated.
1.
1.1 million people died during the 4.5 years of Auschwitz's existence. During the Holocaust, Jews only received tattoos at one place, the Auschwitz concentration camp. The tattooing method started in the fall of 1941 for identification purposes. These numbers were to serve efficient management of the camps performed by SS teams. The numbers of the deceased were given again. In such cases, one number could belong to 1 or even 3 people. Those who survived were unable to forget them. The tattoos of the survivors have come to symbolize the utter brutality of the concentration camps. The prisoner numbers have become a synonym of dehumanization in the concentration camp. The victims were no longer people. They didn't have names, no stories. From now on, they were just a number.
If you open up your booklets or your files to page 80, you'll find the song Everyone Has a Name. Everyone has a name, given to him by God, and given to him by his parents. Everyone has a name, given to him by his stature, and the way he smiles, and given to him by his clothing. Every person has a name. Every person has a name. A7713.
Never shall I forget that night, the first night in camp, which has turned my life into one long night, 7 times cursed and 7 times sealed. Do you know what it's like to be engulfed in total darkness? To be only 15 years old and be taken from everything you've ever known and to be put into this hell? They separated me from my mother, and I won't be able to see her ever again. I won't know how she's feeling, or how she'll laugh or cry. And my beautiful baby sister Tzipora, they took her away from me as well. Why have they done this to me? Where is God? Why are these animals treating me like I'm the inhuman one? Auschwitz, the place that's controlled by pure evil. I either work or get sent to the chimney. There's no other option. They've taken everything away from me and replaced my identity with a number. But I am not just a number.
80598.
April 29th, 1944 is the day Convoy 72 brought me to Auschwitz from Drancy internment camp. That day, my name was stripped away. I was just number 80598. The nurse's uniform I was wearing caused Dr. Mengele to single me out, but not to be a nurse. I was one of his personal experiments, and throughout my operations, I was not given anesthesia. During my time here, I stood up for myself the best I could. A group of 50 of us were assigned to knit sweaters for German newborns, and in the winter, we had to knit socks for the Gestapo. The only weapon in my limited arsenal was to make the knots too big in the socks so they couldn't be worn. It wasn't much, but it gave me my strength.
Where am I? All I see is white and soldiers. The woman behind me is in pain. She keeps repeating to herself, I can't do it, I can't. I keep telling her, you can't stop, you have to keep walking, they'll shoot you, you can. But how do you encourage a person who's been treading through snow for hours with no destination in sight? I look down at my feet and I can't see them. The snow's too high. I touch my face and I can't feel it. It's too cold. This is torture. What will it do to me? Will they gas me and burn me like my siblings, nieces and nephews? Or will they just freeze me instead? I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. I'm 19 and all alone. Where am I?
Isn't it enough I was taken from my home in Bitch Club on the second night of Pesach to ghetto? Now I'm put back in a category and taken back to a place I don't recognize. I'm scared. I'm all alone. My daughter, who fled to the States before the war, came back for me, but I wouldn't go. I couldn't go and leave the rest of my family. Was that a mistake?
$6 million divided by 6 is 1 million. Approximately 1 million individuals were killed just in Auschwitz. Teachers, neighbors, lawyers. 1 million divided by 50 is 20,000. 20,000 individuals completed the A series. 1 through 20,000. The intention was to work through the entire alphabet with 20,000 numbers being issued in each letter series. Cousins, uncles, aunts. 20,000 divided by 2.6 is 7,500. When Auschwitz was liberated in January, the Red Army, the soldiers found 7,500 prisoners alive and over 600 corpses. Grandmas, grandpas, friends. 1. About 1 in 6 Jews killed in the Holocaust died at the camp. One number can change your life. The amount of money you have, the number of seconds in a day, one number difference and the world becomes disoriented. One mom, one dad, one son, one daughter, one individual. 6 million is not just a number. It's made up of 6 million individuals.
Elie Wiesel was transferred to Buchenwald and liberated in April of 1945. He went on to achieve so much in his life, became a Nobel Prize winner, writer, teacher, and activist, and a symbol of courage. He founded the Foundation for Humanity and supported many minority groups and refugees suffering under various conditions. Elie Wiesel passed away on July 2nd, 2016, at 87 years old.
Rose Gluck-Workman.
Rose Gluck was born in Switzerland in 1916 and her family moved to Paris in 1921. After spending time in Auschwitz, she was taken to Gross Rosen until the Russians liberated the camp in early 1945. After the war, she became the first employee of El Al and also aided many Jews on their journey to Israel on the ship Exodus. She received many honors in her lifetime, such as the title of Chevalier of the Legion of Honor by the French government for her work in the resistance. She later moved to Manchester, England with her husband and 3 children. She passed away this past September, just a few weeks from her 100th birthday.
My Bubby survived Auschwitz and the Holocaust, and Baruch Hashem is still alive today at the age of 94. Originally from Czechoslovakia, Tacheva, Bubby survived Auschwitz at the age of 21. From her family, both parents were killed, and only 3 of her 8 siblings survived. After liberation, my Bubby reunited with my Zaidi, Nuti Shmilovich, in a DP camp where they got married and had 2 children, my Safta and my Uncle Moishi. From there, they received papers and traveled to Israel, where they lived in MacDill for 10 years. And then from there, they immigrated to America and now live in Borough Park, New York. On that march, that woman who didn't believe could carry on was picked up by my Bubby and carried the rest of the way. Years later, for that woman's 80th birthday, the family got in connection with my Bubby and they FaceTimed each other so she can introduce my Bubby to all of her grandchildren, all the people she saved by helping that one woman.
Sarah Goldstein.
This is my great-grandmother, Sarah Goldstein. Her and her 5 children perished in the Holocaust. Luckily, her 2 eldest children fled to the States before the war and lived on to continue her legacy.
$6 million people perished in the Holocaust. 1.1 million were murdered in Auschwitz alone. How can we move on knowing the reality that was the Holocaust? In Yechezkel it is written, will these bones ever become alive? We must give a name to the people, allow them to live through us. Hashem will put spirit into them and revive them. The Jewish people have accomplished exactly this by establishing the state of Israel as a nation and never forgetting the individuals lost.
It was said that a person dies twice, one when he actually dies and the second when he is forgotten. By us coming here and remembering each individual who was killed, the neshama relive and elevate. It's not enough to think about the 6 million Jews killed in the Holocaust, rather to think of them each as the one individual who had a name and a purpose.
My Bubby wants to say that for all of us.
My Bubby just wanted to share bracha to all of us.
Gesinnt in Parnusse, Madel in Bruche, Jeschies mit Refies, Naches von den Kindern, Schulen, Bayes, Arafische Leime für alle Kranken, Schulen in Israel, Schulen im ganzen Land, in Mashiach soll schon kommen.
Eliana, die Eliana da. Okay.
Dit is nu op naam.